that a good angle though? I feel like it should be a little bit closer. Or like, just a normal podcast.
It's like recording the audio.
Oh yeah, right. I do a clap sync, innit? I only one.
I did it 3 times just thinking.
Alright, so starting again. The reason we were out for about 5-6 months is mainly because... Yeah, the first video was like 5 months ago.
That's crazy.
And you know how quick that went.
Yeah,
I remember on the video it was like, yeah, we're gonna make it weekly. So mainly because
life, man.
Basically life, and like I got a new job. That's why we got the new background, and this is hopefully gonna be the new place that we do it now. So yeah, and then people were asking what we basically want to do. Basically, this is just like a web series podcast type thing where it's going to be a mashup between sort of what Gogglebox is on Channel 4, where we react to videos and just have a joke really. And the rest of it's just basically where we used to be on like Xbox and joking around and stuff. It'd basically just be like that, just a casual talk about bantering about and just having a chat about everything basically.
Everything that we talk about.
Pretty much.
Just might as well record it and it's funny. Some of it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Cool.
Alright, so the drunk dude.
Alright, calm, yeah, so
Alright, so I was on my way here. As I said, I was jumping on a train. But I'm sitting in, you know, like on a platform, they sometimes have the little cube that you can sit in, the little glass thing, yeah. So I'm sitting in there, got my headphones on, listening to music, just scrolling through my phone. And like I can see someone standing like that, innit? But you know, because your head's down, so I can just see like feet. But the person's like facing me, so obviously my first reaction is to sort of like look up here, and I can see the person saying something to me. Mind you, I've looked at this guy and I'm thinking, bro, like, who's this? Like, you're way too close right now. So I've taken off one headphone. I said, what'd you say? He goes, oh, nice trainers. Nah, bro, like, South London, innit? I don't know what this guy is. Remember, I'm in the cubicle, so he's at the entrance of it. So I can't, if he's going to try and do something to me, I can't know where to go. I don't know where to go, and I'm going to end up scuffing or So he said to me, nice trainers. So now my mind's like, why is he asking about my trainers?
He doing a nitty or nothing?
He didn't look like a nitty, he just looked like, I've not properly looked at him, innit?
Anyone listen, nitties are cracking.
I've not like looked at his shoes or nothing to be like, oh, he's a homeless guy, whatever, but if you're catching training, I don't really care where you're from. But he's like, I've just looked at his face and his lip was a bit dry, but people have tried it, so it's cold outside. So I'm thinking, why is man asking about my shoes? In my head, the next week, bro, if you ask me what size are you, I'll be like, okay, so we're fighting over some crepes now, innit? Because you can't tell a man the shoes now, what size are those, man? Like, no, I don't run the shit. So anyway, he's going to me, oh, nice shoes. So I said, what? Taking on my phone, he goes, nice, I like your trainers. Like, I said, thanks. Man's proceeded to not just stand, he's gone and sat next to me now. But I'm just wary, innit? I'm thinking to myself, like, what's wrong with this brother, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Now you've got to be a bit vigilant, innit? So he sat next to me and he goes, yeah, those are the new Air Forces. I said, no, I've seen bare people with these, innit? So to me, I was like, I don't think they're new. But I'm a person, I'm going to talk to you, innit? Like, I don't, whatever, bro. You might be mad. I've got to be nice to you because you might try and do madness. But you're going to, if you're doing the madness to everyone, you're like, oh, no, that guy's cool, innit? I haven't spoke, so I'll talk to anybody anyway. So I'm like, oh, no, they're not the new ones. He goes, yeah, they're the new ones. Like, they are like, you know, it's got the night tip there and it's got the night tip there. And I said, okay. So he goes, oh, yeah, nice trainers. I was like, oh, cool, innit? I'm thinking, whatever, I'm going to put the headphones back. And he goes, have you heard of the Trailblazers?
The basketball team?
I said, the basketball team?
Yeah.
He goes, nah, the Night Trailblazers. They're just like the Air Forces. 91, 92. I said, that's before my time.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thought about it.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, that's before my time. He goes, you got Google on your phone. I felt what's going on there? So, I mean, man, what, man? Obviously, I've got my phone in my hand.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, fam, this sounds like a robbery. Like, he's asking me about my trainers.
Sounds mad, doesn't it?
And then he's asking me, right, you know what the old school line was, yeah, in school was like, right, you got the time. It's bro, I've seen you with a watch and a phone. Why are you asking me what the time is? Like, it was the move, innit, to know what phone you got. Anyway, he goes, you got Google on your phone? I said, like, oh, phone's in my hand. I said, yeah. He goes, oh, like, just like try and Google Trailblazers, isn't it?
At that moment, I would have thought the moment I start typing and my concentration goes off him, he's going to be like, bang, nick my phone and run
Yeah,
out.
but mind you, like the entrance is here. I'm sitting here. He's in the corner now, isn't it? Sitting in the corner. So if he did grab my phone,
if you're a certain type of homeless or whatever, they ain't going to stop him.
Anyway, I've creed him up and down. The shoes got holes in them. He stinks like alcohol in it. So bro, he's clearly a guy that he can't run from me unless like he's one of those drunk crackers that are mad fast.
He's going to do anything they want, bro.
He's not big, like he was a drunk, like big in the morning time as well.
Yeah, and also it was what time?
11:23.
And it's a Sunday today as well. 11:23 in the morning on a Sunday, and he's that drunk. That's mad.
So anyway, I've googled Trailblazers, yeah. Boom, Google Trailblazers, bro. So next pair of Nikes I've popped up. I said, what, these ones? I'm thinking, I'm holding my phone mad tight, like, just in case, innit?
Properly
these ones. Goes, no, that's not them. Those look like high tops. They were high tops. I'm thinking, I was like, bro, it's before my time. I don't know, innit? I'm thinking, this guy needs to leave me alone. Like, I'm cool with talking to people, but you're just a bit weird.
Yeah.
And then he goes, no, that's not them. That's not them. I said, okay. Mind you, the train's coming now. So I'm getting up to get on the train and he's got up, stood next to me. Then, bruv, out of nowhere, this man goes, have you heard of the Mandela effect? I'm thinking, fam, what is this guy on? Like, what's his next move? You know, like, I can't read it. Like, what is this guy on? I'm thinking Mandela effect. Now, I've heard of Mandela effect, but I've never gone to research it myself. And you know, sometimes drunks or like druggies, fam, they will say stuff and it's like, right, you've really researched
Yeah.
He's talking about something, I don't know. He goes, the way he's done it, bro, you can't be talking about Air Forces, Nike Trailblazers, then you say
Mandela effect.
So I've said, nah, like, I ain't heard the Mandela effect. He goes, oh, okay, the Mandela effect basically is, goes, actually, bro, anyway, so he goes, the Mandela effect, I was like, I don't know what that is. He goes, oh, it's, you know, when they're talking about atoms and the atoms crash into each other. I'm thinking, blood, this guy is drunk, his lips bleeding because it's dry.
Oh, stop it.
He smelled bad, and you're telling me about me. You just talked to me about trainers, Trailblazers, and then you've totally switched up to be talking about Mandela effect, and then you're telling me about atoms smashing into each other in the universe and stuff.
What is he been smoking?
So anyway, I've just got on the train and I've stood there, and he just left me alone. He's gone and sat down. So I thought, what's Mandela effect?
You know, that's exactly what you said.
It's got nothing to do with what he said. So that's what I'm like.
Oh, he was.
The Mandela effect is like, well, from what it said on there, the Mandela effect is basically when, it's like when you feel like you've experienced something.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
sort of like deja vu.
it goes against, no, it's when you've experienced something, but it goes against the facts of what actually happened. You remember something happening, but it goes against the facts of what actually happened.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think some guy put an example of, he was talking about, he saw, what's that film? What's the monkey film? Not Planet of the Apes, Curious George. So him and his little brother watched Curious George 2 years before it actually came out.
Oh, one of them sort of weird ones.
Yeah,
it's in that category of deja vu, basically.
What the fact was, so in his memory, he saw the film before anybody else.
But what do you mean? He saw it and then he was like, I know what happens here. I know what happens.
Yeah. But what actually happened
that,
was, listen. What actually happened was, he was basically like, his mum went. If they were in China or something, his mum went to the market where they sell stolen goods, illegal stuff, whatever. She brought out the DVD because they couldn't afford to go cinema or whatever. 2004. This film came out in 2006.
Yeah.
And he was like, it had a Spanish dub. It was dubbed in Spanish. So in his head, it was like he'd seen the film, and then he was like, so they remade, like, the way he explained it was that he saw the film in 2004, but it actually came out in 2006. So it was like, to him, this was the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Then he was like, does anyone else notice this? Then someone was basically like, no, basically sometimes films get shelved, didn't it? It was already made.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't released at that time. So he's actually like said the plot and everything, and he was like, he watched it again for the same film. Someone was like, yeah, it was the same film. But then they put up like bare research that the film was made in 2004, like the first edit.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, but it was in Spanish dub. He was like, yeah, because sometimes they release films to certain demographics to test it. Yeah. So basically, what he got was like the tester film.
Yeah. Okay.
Where the plot didn't.
So there was an explanation for it.
So it was an explanation for it. So it's like his memory was that he saw it before anybody else.
I can see why that would freak you out.
Yeah, and it freaked him out. So they were like, that's what the Mandela effect is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's just what I read on
Yeah.
But I don't get how we went from that. Man started talking about atoms smashing into each other. The whole conversation started was when he saw the Air Forces, fam. And I thought, bro, like, this is just such a normal thing for like a drunkard.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I felt sorry for him, but fam, nah, that was joke. In my head, I was baffed. So I'm thinking, is he going to attack me? He's going to try to take my trainers. Man asked me if I got Google on my phone. And I'm just thinking, nah, bro, he's just out of it, fam. Funny, though. It was funny. I can't believe it.
That's jokes.
That's actually nuts. That's like the drunk crackhead, you know. He's not even a crackhead.
Bro, for real, you gotta be careful. Like, you don't have any of that.
Like, bro, that was my whole thing, like. And the point is because
he could have just randomly started swinging at you or something.
Yeah, because I
know what some of them are.
Or you know, have you seen that Kevin Hart joke with that the homeless man touches his lip?
I have not seen that actually.
And that's all that I was running through my head. What if this guy like touches my lip or my face and then you start growing a madness somewhere? But nah,
start growing.
Yeah, no, for real. But because I was in the cubicle, that's what it was for me. Because it was the cubicle, I thought, oh, that's a bit mad. Like if he does try to do something, we're gonna end up scuffling in this little glass room.
Yeah.
Yeah, bum bum.
Is that?
Yeah. Listen to that.
This is early Kevin Hart as well.
Funny Kevin Hart. You see what I'm saying? That's all. That is exactly what's running through me. What if this guy touches me? Like the way, because obviously he doesn't smell good.
Yeah.
Clearly see he's either got something wrong with him or he's just like a normal drunk dude. And then what you're talking to me about is so mixed up. Like fam, bare things must be running through his head to talk about trainers,
atoms, and
Mandela effect, and then atoms smashing into each other and causing the universe to do a madness. So that's why I had to Google it, fam, because I'm telling you, sometimes they will say some mad intelligent stuff that you just
That's
don't
what I think.
know
There is some crackhead geniuses.
Yeah, bro.
Geniuses that turned into crackheads.
What he was talking about was just 3 different scenarios, fam. And the way he just approached me, I was like, this is just too mad right now. I don't know what this guy wants or what he's on, but yeah, leave me alone, man.
But yeah.
Too funny. Shout him out wherever he is if he listens to this.
Shout out drunk crackhead guy.
He's not a crackhead. He's not a crackhead. Is that it?
What else? No, obviously flipping Avengers and all of that lot. Just say what else is coming out. So obviously the next couple of months there is a whole lot of madness coming out.
Another Game of Thrones today.
Game of Thrones today, which is hopefully is gonna be sick. So it's got Game of Thrones, new Dragon Ball.
When is that out?
June, July, something like that.
Man's talking about it now.
No, April, May, June, July. The next 2 or 3 months or so, there's their stuff out, right? Avengers is later this month. And did you I think you got One Punch Man?
One Punch Man.
There's another season coming out of that.
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
People say.
I don't get it. I don't get why people
the
say
animation
it looks the same to me.
That's what I thought. It's because this new studio's got the rights to it.
Oh, so they're
just
upset
done
about
it a
that.
bit different.
I can't tell the difference. People probably be like, well, because you never watched it properly. No, I just
yeah, I don't think it's that different. It's not
I
different
don't
to the point where I think it's
people
really
like who saw that at 3 minutes. It looks weird. I don't like it. I was just like, you're not taking it too far.
But that's a gas show though.
Yeah, One Punch Man.
One Punch Man's sick.
I like the fact that it's just ridiculous.
Mad. It's just a cool story as well because the guy.
Do you know what's funny is that I don't see no difference between him and Superman. Because I don't like.
It's basically.
I like One Punch Man, but One Punch Man is like it's almost like parody.
Yeah, because he's a normal guy.
Yeah.
Like,
whereas Superman, bro, is just indestructible and it's just done because he's a real superhero. You like Superman, yeah?
You know I like DC.
That is offended when I said
I understand where you're coming from because Superman's like because he's a proper superhero, but
don't say
someone
proper
from-
superhero.
No, you know what I mean. But One Punch Man, he doesn't claim it properly. He's just
I
like,
just feel like Superman was created to be indestructible. I know obviously you got Kryptonite.
yeah, because he was the reason why how they can introduce fighting gods and stuff like that.
Right, but to me it's like when you watch him fight, Batman versus Superman was ridiculous because if Superman wanted to, he could have killed him just like that.
Yeah, I know.
Like
They always say
bro,
that it's true.
Superman is just indestructible, isn't it?
Mm.
It's stupid. Like every
For the most
superhero you can see getting smashed up or something that could beat them. As much as everyone
Yeah,
says
but
there's
then even,
kryptonite,
you say that, but
and
even
you can
like
stab him with
Avengers,
kryptonite. Or
look
whatever.
at Thor though as well. Thor can like fight the Hulk.
Yeah, but Thor will get smashed up by somebody.
Yeah, but he hasn't been proper smashed
No,
up.
but we know he can though.
Superman can get
So
smashed
Hulk
up.
banged him up the other time. Remember when he banged him?
Yeah, Superman can get banged up as well.
By who?
There is people in DC.
By who?
Darkseid. He's basically their version of Thanos.
You're going deep in it.
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. Anyone who knows that's watching this will be like, yeah. Trust
Darkseid.
me. Yeah, there's enough people that can bang up Superman.
Terminator.
Darkseid is literally
I'm talking about Terminator
Doomsday as
from
well.
Tottenham. Do you know Terminator from Tottenham? He ain't around no more.
Oh yeah,
Darkseid. The Darkseid.
No, something like that. No, Darkseid is literally DC's version of Thanos. They're both the same sort of thing. But there's other people, like even Doomsday in Batman v Superman. You know that giant monster thing they fought.
Yeah, Hulk beat that, no?
No, Hulk, that's different.
That's DC.
Yeah, DC. But Doomsday was literally created to fight Superman. He killed Superman in one of the comics. Literally
Did Superman die though?
Yeah, he did die.
Did.
Yeah, he did.
Because he's alive, because he's indestructible.
Yeah, but they all
That's
come
the
back.
problem.
They all come. It's comic book stuff.
No, man.
They all die. They all come back. They can all be.
Do you know? No, but watch this though. No one. What annoys me about Superman, yeah, and in the DC universe is that no one could ever be defeated without Superman.
What do you mean?
So they just done that the film again, yeah.
Justice League,
where my man was dead. They could only defeat that monster once he come back. That annoys me, bro. Why?
Yeah, but that monster was created purely to kill Superman, so it makes sense that none of them can kill it, and only
in Marvel, yeah. Like as much as we could, Captain America, Thor, and stuff like that, yeah. There's like separate fights where they can mash up a bad man without the main character. In that DC universe, nothing is running without Superman.
I get that, but think about 10 years of Marvel films that they've had with different directors, different stories. And DC, I love DC, yeah, but the films are shit.
Oh, no one's ever.
They haven't done that right. That's why
the best film they've ever done was Dark Knight.
Yeah, that's separate. That's like a different thing. But in terms of the universe they've got now.
Oh, the DC universe.
Yeah,
not crap.
I like Man of Steel, the Superman film's good. But have you seen Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman was alright.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was good.
Yeah.
And there is the new film that's come out called Shazam. Shazam is good.
That looks like some dickhead thing.
It's good. I'm telling you. I'm
not into this joke superhero.
I'm telling you, it's good.
Shazam! No one wants to watch that.
I promise you, it's good.
It's about Shazam.
I'm telling you,
some little boy that turns into a grown man.
Yeah, no, it's a good story. It's a good story though. But who else is there? Did you see the Joker trailer?
That Joker trailer.
That was heavy.
I saw a lot of comments but I think it's
always people like
Ledger people.
Exactly, thank you. Because Heath Ledger was sick, yeah.
No one's ever
gonna say.
No one's ever. Do you know what it is? But it's two different Jokers. Though. Like when you're talking about sick and twisted, like comedy Joker. You're probably gonna go back to my man.
The cartoon one.
Not a cartoon one.
Mark Hamill. Oh, Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
When you're going like psychotic, like evil, funny sort of thing, you're gonna go
Heath Ledger.
This one, this one looks like the world turned him mad.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
He was so understood. He was so misunderstood by the world. He turned against the world.
That's exactly what happened.
And I thought that's a good spin on it.
Because I know the story because it's based on the old comics and it's partly from The Killing Joke, which is a really famous DC comic. And it's basically along the sort of lines of Joker was like a stand-up comedian. Him and his wife are literally barely scraping by living. They're living literally like paycheck to paycheck. She gets really ill, and I think in the comic she dies, but I don't know if she does in this one. But then basically he tries to rob a bank. It all messes up, and he, like you said, the world turned him evil. Yeah, he lost his wife, he lost his job, he lost everything.
When you said write on a book, and I thought, wow, that's deep. It almost made me feel sorry for him.
Yeah, because that's
the worst thing about having a mental illness is that people expect you to be normal. Or something like that. I think it was in the trailer.
That's literally it. What are you going on about this? As soon as you said Kevin and Perry, instantly their faces popped in my head, and I was like,
and you don't remember that part of the film?
It's a floater.
And it was his parents.
Yeah.
All I wanna do is do.
That film, that's classic like 90s comedy. Like,
it didn't come out in the 90s, did it?
Sure, it must have done.
Go Lush.
I might be wrong. I feel like it's that 90s era that we grew up on and watched.
Yeah, Kevin and Perry, too funny. I remember I watched that with my parents in the room. That was awkward, blood.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, because the sex part of it.
Anything like that, bro.
You just sort of like turn away.
Flipping In-Betweeners, American Pie, you can't be watching them with your parents.
My dad was so against American Pie, that bad.
I think my dad doesn't
and I so wanted to watch it because I thought it was
They're funny, they are funny.
I remember I was in primary school, and I was trying to watch South Park.
Yeah, everyone's been through
and,
that. We grew up watching that as well.
This white girl had the DVD in it.
Yeah.
Like, the South Park DVD, 18 plus, you know.
The movie,
the movie one.
The one with the devil.
Yeah. And I remember I took it home. Bruv, DVD, flipping, I don't even think it was a DVD, it might have been VHS.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did that come out on VHS?
It must have been VHS or DVD. I think it might have been VHS.
Yeah, it might have been the end of the VHS.
And I remember I put it in. Obviously, I didn't have TV in my room. I didn't have VHS, so it's in the front of a minute.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, right, South Park cartoon to me in school.
Did you not know what South Park was? Like,
I knew what it was, but
not to the extent.
Not to the extent.
Because it's that adult.
When you're that young, you don't really understand. But to me, it was just a cartoon where you heard maybe like
the odd
shit
F-bombs.
I never really, but bro, I went to put it on here, and mind you, my dad's in the kitchen doing whatever he's doing. I just put it on. And you know, like you just sat there, press play, sitting there, watching. I'm hearing, you know, like they just do like weird songs sometimes, got the little shit, the little doo-doo guy.
Mr. What's it called? Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky, yeah. And I think it was the teacher was talking to Cartman.
Yeah.
And Cartman was...
And
so my dad's in the kitchen, isn't it? And Cartman was like, suck my balls. My
dad was like, what?
My dad came out in the front and was like, what the hell are you watching? Like, I was like, oh, it's South Park. Yeah. I was like, my friend from the school gave it and goes, you're not watching that. Like, he proper took it out.
Primary school? Like 11 or something?
No, I don't even think I was in year 6. I might have been
year 9, 10 years old?
Yeah, 4 or 5 I think I was in. What's that?
Year 4, 5, 9 or 10 years old.
Like 9, maybe 8, 9 or 10.
Right, man didn't even hit double digit age yet.
Yeah, bro.
You listened to Summer Mouse.
Bro, the scene is so funny, yeah. Because I think, bro, you might have to pull that up. Because I'm sure he goes, I think Cartman goes, oh no, pull it up. Because I have to see it. I want to properly remember that.
The songs were mad as well. Shut your fucking face, Uncle.
Yeah. All of that was on there. My dad heard that. I was like, no, you're not watching it.
Yeah, them songs are mad.
Just having Cartman suck the balls. Delete your history afterwards. Sucks balls.
Was it this one? It looked like it.
Was it this one?
How would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison? Was it that one?
I don't want to say it is because I'm not even sure if that was even in the film. But this is the Mandela effect, isn't it? Where I feel like
yeah.
But, yeah, go on, play it.
This looks like.
Is this from a film though? Is this from an actual episode?
This is from the movie. Because that song's from the movie.
He's gay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's start today with a few new math problems. What is 5 times 2? Come on, Sharon, don't be shy. Just give it your best shot. Yes, class.
12.
Okay, now let's try to get an answer from
Yeah, my dad went on it. Do you know how funny that was?
I went to primary school as well.
Classic. And then they had
Yeah.
big blood. And then they had my man in the wheelchair.
Oh, is it Tilly? Is it that?
Bro, like South Park.
South Park's funny.
Took the
It's still
piss
good to be
out
fair.
of Everything.
Yeah, I know. And then the only show I feel like that gets away with it still. Because bare shows, if you try to bring in this sort of stuff out now, where he's calling him a retard and all like you Jew and all this and that,
It's not.
every single Twitter group's going to get on you and you're going to, that's it, it's done. And to be honest, I don't think many TV networks would take the risk on that now.
Classic.
But South Park, they got away with it back then. And I think because everyone knows what it is, they still get away with it still.
Yeah, man. Nah, didn't run still, my dad took that.
Okay.
I ended up watching it when he left the house though. Just watched it.
Yeah, South Park's funny, man.
Yeah, that's true. What else is coming up?
There's a lot of things, but I think the main ones is literally Game of Thrones, Avengers,
Yeah.
then you got like Power and Dragon Ball and One Punch
I
Man.
don't know if I'll watch Power, man.
You gotta watch Power.
I'll probably watch the first episode, and if I enjoy
Tell
it,
the people why you
I'll
got
watch
annoyed with Power.
it. Why did I?
I don't know. The last season's where Angela gets shot at the end.
I don't know, man. I just feel like it was falling apart. Like it's like okay, they got through the little patch when they were trying to kill Ghost.
Yeah.
And that guy saved them or whatever.
The season that just went is the one where they're all now guilty of something and they're all working together.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was the tracker on Tommy's car. Angela got rid of the tracker. Tyreek hit the lick with those guys.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Him as well. Is the reason I don't watch
50
it.
and Tommy's dad. Tommy had to kill his dad.
Because I don't care for Tyreek. I don't.
Who does?
Like,
Who's looking at Tyreek?
I don't like where they're trying to take.
Shout out to Tyreek as an actor, but Bunny was a
Tyreek's now going to try and flip drugs. I'm just like, oh come on, man. Like again, I know they're doing this thing. It's a circle, isn't it? As much as you want to protect your kids from things, if that's how you come up and your son was like,
They
it's
end up
like
doing
easy,
it
yeah,
themselves.
I get that, but I'm like, no one cares for Tyreek to watch it, to see him turn into a.
And obviously the girl died, didn't it? Tariq's sister.
50 Cent's dead now, isn't he?
No, 50's still alive.
He's dead, man. Didn't police shoot him?
Oh no, you're right. He did die. Yeah.
50 Cent's
I was
dead.
thinking about the fire thing.
Kanan.
Yeah, Tariq got him killed.
Somehow
didn't
50 will bring him back, man.
he? Can you imagine? Nah, I think he's dead now because we saw him. His face was slumped over.
Tommy
his head.
shot what's her name, but everyone knows that she's still alive because she got caught
I
filming.
want her to die though.
And I was just like, so we know
Angela's
she's kind of
snake.
like, I don't know, man. I might just watch to see what happens between Ghosts. Apparently, I heard it's supposed to be, or it was a dream or something like that at the same time.
The whole thing.
No, just that bit where she got shot. It was a dream.
Nah,
That might have been something.
I'll be very surprised if it was because they actually went in the building and they had a full-on conversation about loads of stuff, and then something kicked off.
I'm just not. We'll see. I watched the first episode. to see
Yeah.
where it's at, and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna keep watching.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, other than that, Game of Thrones, man, that's all I want to watch.
Game of Thrones tonight. Buzzing for that.
Yeah, winter's coming, innit?
They got to be a
Winter's
bit of
coming,
a-
but summer's coming, so it don't work out too well.
Literally. But yeah, every episode is about an hour long. Apparently, cinematically, they all look like movies.
Yeah,
and
they
then,
are. It's been away for 2 years.
and yeah, the budget.
6 episodes, isn't it?
Stupid budget. 6, 8, something like that.
6, yeah, I think. But yeah, because of the budget.
Stupid budget.
Yeah, but they got. Remember, I think in every episode they're gonna have the dragon.
And
isn't
did you know why they've apparently, this is what I read online and heard from some people in the industry as well, the reason why it's down to 6 episodes is because the actors, when you lot can't do it without us, they went to the studio and you lot can't do it without us. Remember in Friends, you know the show Friends, all the actors said to the producers, we are the show, you can't do it without us, we want $1 million an episode. They had to agree to it. Apparently that's what the Game of Thrones guys done.
Wow,
And they had to agree to it, and that's why the budget's been cut down a bit.
Yeah, it's the last
And
season.
they had to condense it to 6
It's the last
episodes.
season, man. Get your money. I don't care.
It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
everyone's
that's apparently
still,
why 6 episodes.
everyone's still gonna enjoy Game of Thrones, whether that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
of
also
course.
think it's the point of there's gonna be a lot happening in every single episode. You're gonna have all the White Walkers. You're gonna have the dragons.
Bro, it's gonna be a war.
You know, like
it's gonna be a massive war.
in the beginning they couldn't keep putting the wolves in there either
Because,
because of how much it costed on
CGI
special
and
effects.
that. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
bro. That's why they were like spread out sporadically through certain episodes. So imagine now you've got to do the dragons most episodes. We're probably
That's what I said. It's gonna look
what's his name?
cinematic.
Still around Ghost, John's Wolf.
Oh,
Still
the white one.
That will probably play a part. You've got all the White Walkers. Like it's a lot of money, man.
Bro,
And they've probably got to make it so good now. They've got to make it so good now because it's the last season, isn't it? If it's 6
everyone's
episodes,
getting killed off.
I reckon. So.
Who do you reckon will take the throne at the end? Because that's what everyone's wondering. Who's gonna rule the kingdoms?
Well, apparently not Sansa. What's the little girl?
The little one, Arya.
Arya apparently dies.
I don't know. I feel like they could give her a good
I
spirit.
think Jon dies. I think
Do you reckon Daenerys will take the throne? Then?
no, she needs to die.
She needs to die.
If
But
Game of Thrones finishes without her dead, they've done everyone that watches the show dead.
I don't know. I think either well, by the story.
Shall I tell
do
you why?
think
Shall I
Jon
tell you
Snow will
why?
take over?
Because everyone's wanted her to die already. Yeah,
It's because she's boring as well.
She's not. She's not boring. She's not boring because she's so bad.
Yeah.
Who did you say? Sorry.
Daenerys is boring.
What, the Dragon Queen?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the wrong person.
Who are you talking about? Cersei.
Yeah. No. What's Joffrey's mum?
Cersei.
Yeah. All this time. That's who I'm talking about.
Oh no.
Shout out Daenerys. She can't die, man. But I think she does.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She's the
Cersei
one
needs to die.
Oh, Cersei will
That's
die.
what I'm saying.
Everyone wants to see
That's
her
what I
die.
was talking about. If
Yeah,
they-
she's
if
the
they
last.
end it-
She's the last group of the Lannisters that's evil and horrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jaime's right.
She's been an idiot for every single season we've seen.
Mm.
Everyone was like, she needs to die this season. She keeps staying alive. But this time she's tried to do them dirty.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
helping, innit? So she's definitely got to die. I think Arya will die. I think Daenerys dies.
Well, I don't know, because like you think story-wise, Daenerys and Jon will end up being like king and queen or something. I know they're
But
related.
they can't because they're related, innit? They don't.
I don't stop Game of Thrones.
No, Bran's gonna
They're
tell
incest
them.
beating.
No, it was only them nasty blonde people that. Bran's gonna tell them that they're related.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that they'll stop being nasty with each other. But I think she dies. Remember, she don't even know that her dragon's been reincarnated into an ice dragon.
It's an ice dragon now,
So
isn't it?
that's
Was
probably.
she not there when that happened?
No,
I can't even remember.
no,
that.
they flew away.
I remember when it happened.
None of them saw it. None of them saw
That
it.
was sick though.
None of them saw it because remember when they flew off, he made them pull it out the water,
Mm.
and then he.
Wasn't it the Night King where he just went yeet and just threw the spear and hit the dragon? That was mad. Man, yeeted it.
No, that's mad. And then brought it back to life. And then remember he blew up the wall.
Yeah,
With the dragon.
Mm.
But she's still got the big one and the little one. He's got the other
Dragon or
one.
whatever it's called, or is that the one? I don't know.
So when she
Yeah.
sees that coming, she's gonna think, "Oh my god, my baby," sort of a thing.
Gotta be
And
something
then she's
dragon
got to kill it,
house.
and she ain't gonna want to kill it again, but she'll
Yeah.
have to.
I'm wondering if they're going to do the whole war as almost all 6 episodes. Because at the end of the last season, it did kick off. Now the wall's been broken down and there's an ice dragon. Is the Night King going to go, let's just go
When
now?
you watch the trailer, you can see everywhere.
I don't watch none of the trailers.
Why?
I don't watch trailers for anything anymore. Everything gets ruined. There's too much. 3-minute
No,
trailers and that.
It's
Nah,
not a 3-minute trailer, it's like a minute 30.
I'm not
And you
gonna
can just see
trailers.
basically John's like, they're all prepared, they've got the dragon.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm going to watch it anyway because the point of the trailer is to sell you on it. I'm already sold, bro. I'm too invested not to watch it.
Bro, you're so invested, you don't want to watch a trailer
Yeah.
because you feel like.
No,
it's
because I'm
not
buzzing. It's like I haven't watched any Avengers trailers because I don't want to see nothing. I want to go
Lion
in
King.
see
Oh
nothing.
my god, have you seen the Lion
Yeah, no, I've seen the Lion King because it's a cut and paste basically the anime.
Alright, don't say that. Make it sound rubbish.
No, it is going to be though.
It looks live.
It looks live, but I don't think they're going to do anything different story wise.
I want to hear Beyonce sing. Apparently she got the. Apparently
She's
they
Nala,
sing-
isn't she? The girl.
Yeah, but they sing. There's a song. Yeah, that they actually don't sing, but she.
Oh, it's a new song.
No. I think in the animated series, Nala has no part in playing. Singing
Oh,
Circle of
obviously
Life.
they got Beyonce.
Because it's Beyonce, they made her sing it. I know she's got. Like,
She's going to pull out the big
voice.
vocals, yeah.
Yeah, that was sound heavy.
Childish Gambino, Simba, isn't he?
Simba, yeah, he's Simba. You ain't heard none of their voices. The only voices you've heard in the trailer, if you've watched it,
Yeah.
if you're staying away from that.
No, I saw that trailer. You see Timon and Pumbaa at the end.
Yeah, I think those are the only voices you hear. Obviously, you hear Mufasa. because
Yeah.
I'm glad they kept the same guy though.
They didn't keep Jeremy Irons as Scar, did they? It's a
I
different
don't
Scar.
know. I don't know.
I think people
Scar
got
looks
angry.
mad though.
Scar looks mad, but I think they got
I
different
thought Scar
voice.
should have been a bit darker.
Yeah, they whitewashed him a bit.
They whitewashed him. I guess they didn't want the. Why Scar got to be black? 'Cause he's black. You know, you get people that will start doing
Literally.
stuff like that. Oh, what? They made Scar black. He's got to be the horrible black man.
Literally.
Shut up, man.
Shout out Scar.
He was
He's
black.
a sick
He was black though. He was a black lion.
Bro, they're all black. They're from Africa.
Yeah, but he was like a
alien
dark
white.
brown lion.
Yeah.
From what I remember. In this one, he looks scrawny.
Yeah, but they made him all dark because it's the symbol of evil. Like he's got the scar, he's angry, his teeth are sharp,
And
his eyes are
I
green.
still think
Like,
he
he
looks
looks
in a
evil.
darker shade.
Yeah,
I didn't really see a scar, but I might have to.
I'm sure he has a scar on his eye. That's why they
he
call it
just
scar.
looks scrawny, fam.
Yeah.
Scrawny and like conniving. Which
But maybe that's because they've got it live action now. They made him scrawny because he's not technically part of their like nice kingdom. He doesn't get to eat all the time. All the hyenas are scrawny and evil looking.
And then do you know what triggered me though? I was watching it and then you see the stampede, bro. That triggered me, blood. Oh my. All my
Thinking about Mufasa getting stuck.
4-year-old emotions flooded back.
Simba's like, Dad, move!
And then,
Nah,
and then
look
you
at
actually,
that.
you do hear Scar's voice because he tells him, get out of here, go away,
Leave
run.
and never come back.
Yeah, that's what he says to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And bro, it triggered me because I was like, I've got to watch Mufasa die again.
In live action this time as well.
I might just cry, fam. Like, I might, if I'm in this, when I'm in the cinema watching it, I might actually drop a tear
Sad.
in front of bare kids. It's not for them anyway.
No, it's not. It's not. We say that every single Disney film that comes out, every meme is always like, kick all the little kids out. This ain't for them. This is for us. They got a new Toy Story coming out as well.
I'm done with Toy Story.
Same. I saw the trailer, but I'm not feeling it because the third one ended perfectly as well.
I can't remember how it ended, to be fair.
You know, like they nearly went into the incinerator, and then they all got saved, and then Andy dropped them off to the girl. And the girl put all her toys together, it was a little, walked off into the sunset.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it ended, and I thought that was perfect, that's the perfect ending. And now they're doing something next.
Yeah, they're trying to bring it back, man.
Yeah.
I'm done. After Toy Story 2, I think I was done. Toy Story 1, I can remember every single
Toy Story 1 classic. Toy Story 2 was decent.
I
like Toy
I had
Story
the Buzz
3.
toy still. I actually had the Buzz
I think I've got Buzz and Woody at home or
I had
something.
the Buzz toy, I had the Woody toy.